Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome to All the Gear No Idea on a Saturday. The reason I'm doing this is because, listen, I was going to go live at about 1 o'clock, but I've just been seeing all this stuff on Twitter at the minute, and it's just so good how the protest is going, and I wanted to, give people a chance to come on the show if they want to, have a little chat. If you want to get involved, let me know. Hello guys, welcome to the Free Hammers podcast. The Free Hammers, All the Gear No Idea on a Saturday, pre-match build-up. We're about a few hours away. We will go right up until the lineups come out at about 2 o'clock, and obviously go on for about another 10 minutes after that. Today we're going to do it a little bit like Talk Sporty if you want. There's only a few in the watching at the moment, but if you do want to come on, have a little chat, your opinions, talk about how you think the protest is going, give me a DM, the Free Hammers page. I will send you the link and you can come on, have a little chat, give your opinion. Keep it clean if you come on. If you use foul language or get a bit rude on here, I will just take you out of the chat, because that's not what it's about. We're here to talk about West Ham and talk about the protest today and build up to the Southampton game. So if you want to come on, DM me on Twitter now and I will send you the link. You can come and join the stream, have a chat. Anyway, so as I'm going through Twitter now, look, protest is really going off, like, and I love that everyone is tagging his name Moose, but I think there's a few more than 15 200 300 people there. Moose, I'm telling you now, there is at least, and this is maybe an underestimate, there's at least 5,000 there, at least 5,000, probably even more. I'm just going to put some, bear with me guys, I'm just going to scroll something at the bottom. DM on Twitter if you'd like to join in the show. There we go. Right, yeah. So DM me now on Twitter if you'd like to come on and have a little talk. Listen, I'll send you the link straight away. All you have to do is send a quick DM on Twitter. So today we play Southampton, guys. Massive game, huge game. They were just talking about it there on Football Focus, and Tony Pulis, was giving it all the, you need to get behind the players and all, your usual media stuff, talking about how we sort of asked for a good manager. We got one in Pellegrini, and then we spent 200 million, and and we were still moaning, and things are still not done the way we planned it. It's just typical media spin. They're always gonna, look at it on the outside rather than the inside. We know what's happened at our club recently. We know how many lies we've been told, and just ruthless. It's just that the club has been killed over the last 2-3 years, and I'll show you some of the pictures that are up at the minute. If you, all you have to do, literally, guys, if you type in Billy Sullivan out, they're everywhere at the minute. The pictures, it's just, there are so many people on his, like this one here. Look at that. Thousands of people there. There are thousands of people there. Just brilliant. I'm so paid that I'm not there today. I couldn't make it today. But again, look at that. I'm hoping that this gets around the media today, and it's all over the papers tomorrow. And let's hope that we keep respectful, keep it safe, stay classy, as hashtags going around from Hammers United, because that's what we want. We don't want to. I want to get it nasty, because then that's the way David Gold and David Sullivan can twist the media, make it not what we want. If we really want to get our message across, we have to stay, nice, peaceful protest, more and more coming every time, singing. Then when we get in that stadium, get behind the team, get the noise levels going. And that's the way we really send the message out there. Like I say, guys, you can see it scrolling on the bottom there. If you'd like to join in the show, DM me on Twitter now, and I will send you over the link. You can come and join me, a little bit like TalkSport, where we have a little chat and stuff. About to go. Let's have a little look at the chat here. So we've got Mark English. Hi, Mark. Thanks for joining us. So Southampton. Before we talk about Southampton, let's talk about last night's game, actually. Leicester versus Norwich. Was a bit of a shock one, wasn't it? And that's not the sort of result that we needed as West Ham fans. Their win could give them a little bit of confidence now going into them last 10 games that they've got. You know, you would not have put money on them to beat Leicester. And, you know, they've got 3 points. Like I say, and if you can, they look dead and buried before the game, but if they go and win the next game and we were to lose today, for example, we look like we're in big trouble as well. So it's not good. It's not good. Looking around, guys, for any news at the minute, like I said, main sort of stuff is on Twitter at the minute. With me, guys, there's loads going on there. Just 2 seconds. So if anyone was on the route today, obviously it was started at Big Pub. It goes all the way through to London Stadium. It's a long old walk, that. And obviously, from the sounds of it, like people were joining in, you know, from West Ham Station. Some were joining from the Abbey Road, and, you know, going all the way through. There was joining in. So it's nice to see, you know, how they've done this, you know, and it's a great place to pick that anyway, because like I say, you can pick people up all the way through route, which is what obviously the idea is to make it bigger and better every time. Yeah, if anyone's just joined, I'm there. Get me on Twitter and come on, have a little chat with us. I really would like to have some people talking. They're work hard. What that means, mate, let me know. Yeah, so the way Southampton's been lined up, guys, for anyone who don't follow Southampton, I can't say I follow Southampton much. I'm still waiting for anyone who would like to join in on the chat with me. Please, get me involved. Anyway, yeah, so Longs and Ings for them, you know, been really good this season. Found a bit of form. You know, they was where we are now a few months back, and obviously had a bit of luck in form. You know, the luck has turned around. They've been getting some results recently, and they're nearly safe now. You know, the 3 wins, and they're officially safe. But obviously, if we were to beat them today, you know, we're right in it again. Obviously, it's quite a big game for them as much as it is for us. In terms of us, obviously, the injury news, guys, we went over it in the podcast. Obviously, Souček's still out. He's out for another, I think they're saying 3 to 4 weeks, which, you know, at this time of the season, a lot of games come thick and fast. You obviously want players fit. He has been good for us recently. It's not the sort of player that we want to be out injured. So looking at Norwich worked hard. Oh yeah, sorry mate. Yeah, that's me being a bit thick there. Yeah. Looking at us, guys, obviously, you know, that's what played against Liverpool. As I just said, that Souček obviously not fit. So you probably expect Noble to go into Souček's position. Maybe Fornals to go in Noble's position potentially. That would be nice to see. I don't know whether any of you guys see the review that Moyes did about Bowen, saying that, you know, we can't rely on him to be getting us out of it. That doesn't mean don't play him, Dave. Do you know what I mean? You still should play the guy. And if it was up to me, you know, you could potentially move Snoddy into Noble position. He maybe could play that sort of cam role. I don't know. He's not really got the legs for it. But Bowen, you know, and Antonio up there needs to be the one to start. So yes, I'm just going to jump in the chat there because I've seen a few good comments there. So yeah, so back into the comments. Norwich deserve their win. Mark thinks we're going to win 2-1. I think 2-2. I think if you had to, you know, if you had a gun to my head, you said pick the result, I would say 2-2. And he says, let's hope we go at them today, Upton Park style. Let's hope so, mate. You know, this, as much as this protest, you know, is vent anger towards the board, I feel, looking at the videos and looking at the pictures on Twitter at the moment, it feels like there's a real homely thing to it. And it, you know, like the old days of walking down a Barking Road up to Upton Park, you know, past the wine bars, past the Greengate pub and past the old carpet shop and all that. It's got that sort of feel about it, you know, that real walking home from Upton Park feel. So, so that sort of family atmosphere that seems to be at the protest at the minute sort of carries on into the stadium, and then there's a real behind the players once that first ball's kicked and that whistle's gone. Mark also says Ngakia must start. He must, mate. He has to start, and I hope when the lineups get released in just over an hour, we see Ngakia in there. Done nothing wrong. Done really, really well. 2 games he played was against Liverpool. First game, obviously, up against Origi. Origi, slightly different players, Origi and Mane, but Origi's obviously a big guy, more muscly and does that physical presence. And then you've got Mane, probably one of the best left wingers in the world, just trickery, ruthless finisher. He done well both times, and he made an amazing challenge in the game on Monday night. We're a little bit heart in mouth, thinking, is it going to be a penalty? And obviously it wasn't. A big day for him. This is butter teams. Your Southamptons and Watfords and teams like that. They're the teams you need to be putting in the performances week in, week out. You don't come up against your Man Cities, your Liverpools every week. So if he starts today, this is test for him. Souček is a big loss. Says a lot for the player. And his work rate makes me wonder if we had a player for his ilk from the go where he might be now. Yeah, and you think he would have had if we would have signed someone like that, and a player we've been screaming for, box to box midfielder. He's not the exact box to box midfielder that we would say that we needed, but he's definitely better than what we had. Provides lots of energy, like you say. Seems to like to get into the box. He recycles the ball very, very well. He will be a big, big loss today, and he frees up Rice really well. He gives Rice the ability to free up, and then vice versa. Rice gives him the ability to go forward. So it's all good. Just waiting, guys. There's a few DMs in Twitter here. So if you'd like to join in live show, get me on Twitter. I will send you a link, and you can come and join me. I'd really like to talk to some of you guys, some of the subscribers, give you a chance. Let's talk about the game, talk about what your views on a protest. Are you angry, or do you back the board? Like I say, here's your chance to come on, free amateurs. First time we've ever done anything like this. But yeah, just waiting for someone to be brave enough to come on. Morning, Luke. Hoping for a result today, not holding my breath. 2-1 would be me. Yeah, a lot of people seem to be thinking 2-1. I've put 2-2. My Soccer Saturday Super 6. I don't know. I can never put West Ham to win. I don't like jinxing us, so I always either put a draw or a loss whenever I'm predicting, because I don't ever want to jinx us. I would rather put on like 300 quid for us to lose, and we win, and I lose £300, and put us on to win. I believe so. Ian Smith, I believe the atmosphere in the stadium today will depend on Moyes' team selection. If he picks a negative, I feel a backlash from the fans. Yeah, me and Paul said that on the podcast Monday night. If when that lineup comes out in just over an hour, if it's 5 at the back again, and it looks negative, straight away that will just suck the life out of you. Like the Man City game, we weren't expecting anything for the Man City game. Let's not kid ourselves. It wanted some sort of performance, should I say? Like against Liverpool, there was a performance. You see the team he put out, and you're like, do you know what? We might get a chance or two. We might see a bit of the ball, which we did. And we come out that game a lot better than what we did the Man City game. Man City game was just a surrender, where the Liverpool game, by with a bit of luck, we may have got something out of that game. I fully expect Liverpool, even if they wouldn't have got goals that they did, maybe would have, just turned up that heat a little bit more, and they would have gone and got the win. The fact that we come out of Anfield with what technically is a 1-0 loss, we can hold our head up, and we just got to use all the positives in the right way today, and I hope that is the case. Other than Souček, have we any other injuries? I'm just thinking. Fredericks obviously back. That will be. Seeing Ngakia will go in now. Yarmolenko obviously. If you're talking about injuries in general, Yarmolenko, Fredericks, Souček. But yeah, apart from that, reasonable, clean bill of health. And obviously Jack Wilshere, he's got in the hospital, isn't it, in General. Who knows if we ever see that guy again in a West Ham shirt, and it is a big shame because I do like Jack, but just he's Andy Carroll. Do you know what I mean? But here we go. So Jamie Gill apparently would like to come on. So bear with me, guys. I'm going to send him the link now, and you will have our first ever guest on. Bear with me. Wait for him to come in. Jamie Gill. I think he's been a fan since the beginning. Right, maybe Jamie coming on will inspire some of you guys to come on. Sometimes always take the first person to come on. It's always brave. You know what I mean? It takes a bit of bravery to be the first one on. So I'm just gonna wait for Jamie to click the link, and hopefully he'll be in a minute. And hopefully he can share some opinions. If you do want to come on, though, guys, please remember, I do work in a school. Like, as much as I'm not representing the school on this channel, do work for them, and for anyone who watches, maybe the parents, the children, I have to be respectful. We can't be swearing on this channel. As much as football's a very intense subject, we can keep it clean. We don't have to swear even when we're angry and we're expressing views. You've got to do it. You know what I mean? Right. So Jamie said he's going to come on in about 3 minutes. Okay, so we're just going to wait for Jamie. If you've got any questions, let me know. So Paul's just texted me 1 minute. Okay, right. So Ian Smith says, what is your opinion on Moyes' comments yesterday that Point still isn't ready? Yeah, I just sort of touched on that, Ian, mate. So you just sort of missed that. So yeah, okay, maybe this guy's not our saviour. Doesn't mean you don't play him. Do you know what I mean? But we've got 10 games left. We can't keep doing it. You know what I mean? We can't keep going, oh, he's not ready. So I was Souček ready. A guy who's been banging in goals and getting assists in the Championship isn't ready. I just don't understand it. I really don't understand it. Looks good. The couple of times he's come on, Man City game, I know he was only on for a couple of minutes, but you could see he was being direct. He looked for that outlet ball, but obviously our players lacking in confidence. We didn't go forward, and there was no one there for him. And then the run he made against Liverpool the other day, behind any other goalkeeper in the Prem, probably him and Edison, goes in. Very, very lucky that it hit his head, Alisson. So, yeah, I want to see more than 10 minutes of him today. You know what I mean? If you don't see him in the starting lineup today, we've got to be getting him in for at least, half hour or so. Half hour, half at least. You know what I mean? I want to see him, Antonio, and Anderson all on the team at once. To get that real pace going. Just looking at any major news, guys, just before Jamie should be on very, very soon, hopefully. Can't wait to have talk to some of the subscribers. What about you guys in terms of Mark? If Souček wouldn't have got injured, I think would have been time to drop Mark. No, what about you guys in the chat? Listen, I've dug Mark out for a long time, and I've had my criticism for it. I've dug Mark out for 4 years. And I know Mark has done for the club, and he's loyal. He's he represents the club the best he can. He stayed there during the hard times. When were times when he could have linked going away. What do you think? Would you have dropped Mark if the opportunity had arose today? Drop him. Back in the chat, some comments. Maybe Bowen isn't a Moyes signing, if you know what I mean. Potentially, mate. Potentially, there's that stuff, about we got rid of the director of football, and then it was like, we're panicking with it, and instead of scout, we haven't got a scouting system. Gonzo's touched on it so many times. We just panic, and wrong. It could turn out to be an amazing panic buy. It looks like we just thought who's the best player in the Championship? Let's go get him. He did. And he looks good. Exactly, Mark, from Justin Murray. Well says, it makes me laugh when they claim players ain't ready, yet the promoted teams do okay generally. Wolves, Sheffield United, example. And youth players, Gakia played no professional football. Okay? He played, you call under 23 professional? I don't know, because obviously they still get paid for it. Let's just say no first team level men's football. No, at first team level. So, how come Ngaki is ready? A guy like Boyne who has played in the Premier League before, and absolutely smashing it up and tearing it to bits in the Championship, not ready. I just don't understand. And what do we know? What do we know? I mean, that's what I always think. What do we know when we're watching games? What do we see that they don't see? Guys, just to let you know again, scrolling across the bottom there, if you do want to join in today's show with me, Jamie's already got in touch, so I'm just waiting for him to even have to click on the link, I think, and then he could come and join us. He needs to turn a sub player, and West Ham wouldn't be in the Premier League without him. So he needs to turn sub players, and West Ham wouldn't be in the Premier League without him. Owen as was playing regularly with Hull. He is ready. Souček walked in the team. He is ready, mate. I'm not saying it. All you guys can see it. He would offer us something different. Feminism. Another one for me that really. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Jamie's just asking whether it's audio or face. Yeah. So, you've got to play these players. You can't. The guy, like I say, him in the Championship. Souček walks into the team. You've got to put them in. You've got to. Hopefully, Nolan has influence over the team selection. Yeah, and I was saying that today. Here's one for you guys in the chat if you are watching, and appreciate you guys are watching. What's that? Are you my uncle? Yeah, so if Nolan has got some sort of thing over the team selection, if we were to lose today, would you guys sack Moyes and let Nolan have it to the end of the season? See what Nolan can do for 10 games. There's a question for you. Answer that in the chat for me. Are you my uncle? I don't think so. I've got 2 nephews. Yeah, unless you're one of those, then no. Good day from Perth, West Australia. Good day to you, mate. I do love when the Australian people come in. It's great to see, it's great that it's crazy that, I'm sitting here in Benfleet, some geezer in Australia is watching. It's just crazy. It's crazy. Do you feel that the loss today would be a survival bridge too far? Yeah. I said it on the podcast on Wednesday night. If we lose, ask me again where I stand, depending on the result. I can't see it. I mean? If we lose today, I think all the positive come from the Liverpool game. It's completely sucked out of us, especially if we lose the game from being in front. I'm worried, really, really, really worried, guys. Let me know what you guys think. And good question there, mate. If Souček and Ngakia can play, why can't we? Agree. Right, so Jamie's joined us, right? I'm going to tuck him in. Hello, Jamie. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello, Jamie.
Right, can you hear me? All right?
Hello, Jamie. Hello, mate.
All right. Cheers for having me on.
Right, mate. What do you want to say? Welcome to the Three Hammers, mate. You're the first ever guest.
I was just going to say it's a bit off topic, but it's more to do with next season. So the last few seasons we've been looking at trying to push for Europe and stuff, and it just doesn't seem to be working. But what can we even look forward to for next season if this is going to keep happening? It just seems to be our hopes just get cut out.
I know, mate. I know. Say it all the time, and they're joking. West Ham are the only team that can have a billionaire that goes bankrupt, move into a big stadium, and it all go to pot. a Premier League winning manager, and it all goes to pot. Anything I probably can say is we're due a good season. West Ham have this thing of going on a really bad run and getting a good season, so we are due one. I suppose that's the only hope I've got.
I know, yeah.
So what do you think for today, mate? What are your hopes for today's game?
It's a really tough one to call. They look like they were going to be dragged into a relegation scrap early in the season themselves, and they turned it around pretty quick. I think it depends how Moyes sets up. You'd like to think he wouldn't go back to 5 at the back. I don't really see what's the point in doing that. If it's going to work against the best team in the league when you have a go, we might as well try and get the best out of our attacking players, and because we need to win. A draw isn't enough, and I think if we set up that way, we're going to be looking at a draw. I think it could be a bit like the Brighton game, but I think if he sets up how he did against Liverpool and 4 at the back, and we get Bowen in, I think we could sneak it.
Definitely, mate. 4 at the back has had our best performances with Moyes as well. I look back. I went the Bournemouth game, the Gillingham game. He played 4 at the back, and obviously the Liverpool game he played 4 at the back. Every time he played 5 at the back, it just looks completely negative. Centre backs look like they haven't got enough space to know what they're doing, and it just looks very, very panicky to me. No.
Yeah.
So, what about the Gold, Sullivan, Brady, mate? What's your stance on them? I know it's obviously mostly out now for most people, but what's your stance on that and the protest today?
Yeah, I completely agree with the protest. I only get to go to a couple of games a season. Being in Ireland, it's hard to get over to games and stuff, but I'm definitely behind the protest. I'd be a lot younger than most fans, so I've only really been watching since they've been here. But I just think I'm just really getting fed up. I wasn't happy I think I kind of gave them a bit of time after they went down and spent all the money in that one summer and got Pellegrini, but they seem to think that once they do one summer of spending, that's going to be enough. But I think to try and break into Europe, you either have to spend a lot of money consistently, or you have to have the right recruitment and spend a bit less. If you look at, say, Leicester and teams like that, they spend very well.
A few gambles, like say with Leicester, mate. Get someone like Tillemans in, Maddison, 20 million. How much of a bargain does that look now? Do you know what I mean?
I know, yeah. And the funny thing is, Moyes turned him down.
Yeah. My fear is this summer, if you go back to the question you just asked me, that maybe listen to the fans. They go big. They go 150 million on players, for example. But right at the end, they sell Rice for 80 million. Then the net spend is only about 50 million. Yeah. That's my fear that what could happen.
I've had this argument with other fans, fans of Liverpool, Man United, my school and stuff, and they've said, "Oh, what are you moaning about? They've spent money and stuff." But there's no point in going out and buying, say, Haller for 45 million if you're going to go and sell 4 strikers then, and you've only got him and a J, and he's barely even played, so you can't even really count him that much this season.
I think Haller as well was a bit of I don't want to use the word panic buy, but it gives me that impression. They didn't get Maxi Gomez, and it's like, right, we have to go and get someone who bagged 20 goals last year. Whether he suits that system or not, we have to go and get someone like that. I think they panicked a bit.
Yeah, I think it was the same with Hernandez. We never seem to be able to buy someone who fits into the way we play. We're not into the way we want to play. We're not buying every player, trying to build one team where we're going out and buying, say, Haller, and then we're going out and signing someone like Hernandez, just going from one extreme to the other. We're not trying to build a certain team. You can't really see, the style of play. It just seems to be, he looks good, let's just buy him. There's no structure behind it.
There's no idea, is there? There's no idea.
No.
And again, that's what a football technical director was supposed to do. You identify a way you want to play, and then they go and find players that can fit that, managers that can fit that, and we just haven't got that. That's how poorly we're run as a club, I suppose.
Yeah, and to go back to Leicester again, if you look at their midfield, they have Ndidi, Maddison, Tielemans, 3 opposite players. We've needed someone like Ndidi for a few years now, but instead, I know he's been playing well. I don't agree with him being dropped before now. And did we really need him that much,
Yeah.
We need
Okay,
someone
Jamie,
opposite
mate.
player.
Thanks so much, mate, for joining us. Absolute pleasure
Cheers.
to have
Thanks
you on,
very
mate.
much.
I think you've been with us right from the beginning. I've seen your name crop up a few times back in the past, Jamie
Yeah, I
Gill.
haven't
So,
been
yeah,
on for. I've been watching for about 2 years now.
yeah, pleasure to have you on, mate. Nice to talk to one of
Thanks
the
very much.
subscribers. Cheers, mate.
Right.
Thanks a lot.
See you
Take it
later.
easy.
Thanks.
Okay, thanks to Jamie there. Right, so I'm going to go back into the chat here. If we lose, 100% sack Moyes and let Nolan go. Guys, if you want to do what Jamie just did, message me on Twitter. I'll get you on here live and you can have a little chat with me. You know, it's your platform, yeah? Do you know what I mean? I just answer whatever you want answered. You can say whatever you want as long as you're clean, you don't swear and stuff like that. I'm a geezer, apparently. To be honest, I never wanted Moyes back a second time, so any chance to get rid of him. Yeah, I didn't want him. But what I'm saying is, is there any point, is there anything that you see, guys, where Moyes could lose his job for the end of the season? Do you think these guys have enough to do it? Will Noble go down as Premier League top player or just a Hammers legend? Just a Hammers legend for me. I know that's controversial and it's going to upset a few of you in there. He's not a top player. You can sit there and say, for me, right? Okay, be considered a top Premier League player. Again, I'm going to contradict myself here. I think you have to have an international as well. Then I'm contradicting myself because Paolo Di Canio for me is top Premier League player. I think if he was that good, I don't care how loyal you are to West Ham, if he was that good, one of the other clubs that are just slightly above us would have come in from. And I'm talking at the time, slightly above us if he's talking in the lower end of his, like the younger years of his career, should I say. And Everton, someone like that. I think the clubs around that sort of time. Like Newcastle were good, when Newcastle had a team. Even like Tottenham, when Tottenham before they got that influx, when they was getting in Champions League and they got on things like that. I think if he was real, he wouldn't have stayed at West Ham. He's definitely a Hammers legend. For me, he's not a top Premier League player. No, I'm going to get a lot of stick for that. Keep your guns down. Keep your guns down. Just a Hammer legend, in my opinion. He's been a loyal servant for the club. Has never looked like setting Premier League on fire. Let's get ahead too far there. Sorry, guys. We'll be top 6 next season in the Championship. Optimistic mark. And we might just win a few games. We will probably sell Bowen to the Premier League club and he'll go on to be the top scorer. I can see that happening with Grady Diogana as well. Obviously, West Brom look like they're going to be coming up now. If we go down, I can see us loaning him them in playing in the Prem for Diogana. Being one of their best players on this year. If we go ahead in one of our must-win games, then blow it like that game. I'll be worried we must push for a full game. Yeah, exactly. I touched on that a few minutes ago, mate. If we lose from a winning position again, the confidence is just going to completely drain from us. Totally drain from us. Stadium will turn toxic very, very quickly. Obviously, that's what I'm saying. The protest is a brilliant thing, and I'm totally behind the protest. The moment the protest, nice, happy, family-style atmosphere, I can very quickly turn. See the goal, lose from a winning position. So I'll be quite nervous if we lose today. I've been too optimistic too many times. It always ends in pain. Certainly does, mate. I wonder how many younger fans we are losing because of the GSB circus. Future looks bleak, to be honest. Does anyone have a lucky shirt or object that they have for match day? I had this thing where I didn't see West Ham lose at home for ages. Before I had a season ticket, so I turn up to sort of like 6-7 games a year. I went like 2 years without losing a game, and I never wore colours. to those games. So I got a bit superstitious of wearing colours. I always thought if I wore colours, we would lose. So that's my little superstition. I wear my lucky underpants. In truth, only underpants. When Sullivan asked the fans to pay 35 grand bond, we wanted an extra 1,200 tickets at Anfield is a reason to protest today. Certainly is, mate. At Down Under. Someone's laughing at your joke, mate. I'll rinse them when we win, so fairly stinky. Yeah, well, you haven't watched them since New Year's Day, mate. Warm greetings from Bangkok Island. Greetings, mate. Nice to have you in. Funny. 0-0 at Nova Albion and Crystal Palace at half time. Thanks for the update, Jeff. I'll dig out my lucky top later. Farewell, Berlin top. Yeah, that's a great shirt. To be fair, that's a great shirt. That's one of my favourite West Ham shirts. We are about 40 minutes away from the West Ham lineup. Obviously, X does leak it a little bit early, so if he does, I will put that up. Guys, come on. Come and join me. Come and talk about West Ham. You know, all you got to do, DM me on Twitter. You ain't got to show your face if you're a bit nervous about that. You can just come on, talk like it's Talk Sport. Have a little chat. Give us some predictions for today's game. Talk about if you're at a protest. That'd be even better. I'd love to see. Love to hear someone who's live at the protest. Come on. Let me know, guys. Obviously, looking at our fixtures ahead, guys. I'm gonna flash these up quickly. Bear with me. So, looking ahead, mate, for the games coming up. There's some tough games. There are some really tough games. I know we've just played some really tough games. So after today, so bear with me, guys. I'm going to put it up now. Okay. So screen share. That one. So, yeah, looking ahead, guys. Now, them next three are tough games. They are tough games. Let me just remove that. Sorry, Mark. Nothing against you, mate. Yeah, so you have a look there. Arsenal. We just lost a few weeks back, didn't we, to the worst Arsenal team I've seen in 20 years. We should have won that game, and we somehow ended up losing it 3-1. I know they didn't play well in a week, against obviously in the Europa League when they went out. It's going to be a tough game. And then you look at the next one after that is Wolves, a team we haven't got a particularly good record against. And they're a good side. They're a real joy to watch, Wolves, at the minute. A team where we should be. That's where we should be as a club. When we were promised these things. And I'm a realist. I weren't expecting Champions League football or anything like that. I was expecting us to go and competitive. Getting the Europa League, start getting in the latter stages of the Europa League, and that's where we should be as a club. After that, the Tottenham game, we all know that game, guys. That's anybody's game. You know what I mean? It surprised me if Harry Kane's that game. It's just our luck. He'll be back that game and score on his return. I'm just going to flash up some comments here. No easy games in the Premier League. Yep. Cliche, but true. Arsenal are poor. We can win that one. Mate, I just told you, we lost to the worst Arsenal team I've seen in 20 years. 20 years. That is the worst Arsenal team I've ever seen, and they beat us 3-1, mate. I have no confidence in that game. If you would have asked me that a few months back, like I say, when we went into that Arsenal game at the London Stadium, we went 1-0 up. I thought, yeah, we'll he's over. Do you know what I mean? Now, don't see it, mate. I really don't. Obviously, looking ahead into April, Chelsea probably we could do them, and we've done them already. Again, they seem to be turning their form around a little bit. Newcastle playing awful, but again, St James's Park, hard place to go. Burnley, London Stadium, that's a game we can look at. Norwich away, in a game we've got to be looking at winning. Again, they won last night. We worked really hard in that game as well. Watford's tough. Again, that's 6 point of that one. Obviously, Man United. Depends whether they're still in with a Champions League shout, which at the moment they are. Obviously, it could. Let's hope not. It could go all the way down to that last game at Villa. At home to Villa. Let's hope not. It definitely could happen. I'm nervous about today. At the Mo, I'm 50-50. We stay up. If we don't win today, then I'm 70-30. We go down. Yeah, I put out a poll, didn't I, for the what's the other day? You know, it was roughly what you're saying there, mate. It was 60-40 stay up. Like you say, if we lose today, I'll probably put whatever the result today, win, lose, or draw. Probably put another poll out. I like to see where the fans lie, you know, after the results. But yeah, I'll probably be with you there, mate. Most London derbies are tight. Certainly are. If we are level, second half, Moyes has to go for it. Gamble for a point. Gamble for a win. A point is not enough. Certainly is, mate. Points are not enough now. What is it, 10, 11 games left? If we got 11 points on 35 points, it's not enough. Not enough. Afternoon. Evening Snaz. 3 changes to today's team, according to X. I wonder who that is. So again, I'll flash up the team in a minute. So let's flash it up. So this is the team that played. Again, I flashed this up earlier for those who've been with us since the beginning. So Hammers Down Under. Sorry, Mark. Sorry, just said that X has said there's 3 changes. So you know, there's an obvious one in Souček. You know, Souček is definitely the obvious change. Looking at that though, 3 changes. I think Haller comes back in. I think Haller will start, and Antonio's will be where Snoddy is. So yeah, so Snoddy out, Souček out, maybe Noble out. No, but then what do you think, guys? What do you think? What do you think the 3 will be? What do you think the 3 changes will be there? So I think Haller will come in. I think Fornals will come in. Maybe. I know we're all sort of up in here a bit, but I think maybe Bowen might be in. I think we might be seeing Bowen today. Hope so. I really do hope so. So, guys, if you want to join what Jamie did, message me, and you can be on the show. And I keep repeating myself, guys, but I'm very aware that people keep joining in live stream. Obviously, I want to give them the chance to come on the show if they want to come on. Okay, so back in. I'm going to check, guys, with me. Well, finished. Oh, there we go. Topic: do you think Fury beats AJ comfortably in their inevitable fight? I think he wins. I don't think he'll be really comfortable. I think he'll be given a big fight, given a bit more of a test than Wilder gave him. But yeah, I think Fury wins. Some tough games for our fellow strugglers today. Aston Villa, Sheffield United. Yep, Sheffield United, form team. They've gone up a little bit off the ball. A couple of results, but with Chelsea, you expect Chelsea to win that, and obviously Liverpool, they want to wrap up the league as quickly as possible. And, go unbeaten as well. So yeah, good point there, Brian. Thank you for that. Never says HDU, Hammers Down Under, which is definitely a must win. Please not Masuaku. Yes, I'm with you with that, mate. I pray he's not changing Cresswell. Anderson, Haller, and Funnels to come in. Anderson started though the Liverpool game. Anderson did start the Liverpool game, so Anderson is not one of the changes. It would have to be Anderson off if it's a change, Snazzy. Bowen, Haller, and Funnels. Yeah, I think Bowen's starting. I've got a feeling Bowen's going to be starting today. Haller, Funnel, and Bowens, I reckon, coming in with Noble, Souček, and Antonio to be dropped. Could do that. Antonio's been one of our best players recently, but then yeah, you could suppose you could rest Antonio and bring him on as a big impact. Like you say, if we are winning, then you really go for it by bringing him on. Sorry, I'm a bit too far there. I don't know why, but I'm strangely confident. I will tell you how I feel in 35 minutes time when the lineups come out. If you can up with my talking for another 35 minutes till the lineups come out, I'll tell you how I feel then. Funnels, Bowen for Souček and Anderson. In Haller, Bowen and Funnels out. Snodgrass, Noble and Souček. Would Haller be better at the number 10 position? Yeah, he's more of from what I see from Frankfurt, he's more of like a centre forward rather than a striker. But you know, like the false 9 position. He'll sit sort of behind wingers, or inside forwards, as you call them, like a right forward and a left forward. So he would be better just sort of there, and he can lay it off to the wings or lay it off to those inside strikers, which last year, Jovic and Rebic. Antonio and Bowen could do that job. Obviously, maybe not as good as those two. They certainly could do that job. Yeah, good point. Would you do a deal with the devil and bring back Sam back if we come today? He probably would get something and stubborn if he was to come in. I wouldn't want him back, but I can understand the logic behind it. Yeah, tough. Don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know. What do you guys think in the chat? Do you agree with me? Bonnie, would you have him back? There you go. You've asked me that question. Would you have him back? Hopefully Norwich winning last night made Moyes realise we can't rely on other teams' results to keep us up. We need to have a goal. We certainly do. Yes, you're right. Point. Unless he goes Zab for Ngakia, which would be a complete fast. No offence to Zab, he's a good guy. Yeah, we all love Zab. Do you know what I mean? Zab is, to that question about Noble a few minutes ago about is Noble a top Premier League? No, Zabaleta he's not there now. He's not that top player that was at Man City. It's nothing against Abs, but Ngakia, is the way forward. He surely can't mess about with defence after the Liverpool form. Yeah, Ogbono was magnificent. We will win Hammer a year, Ogbono as well, so he can't be dropped. Him and Diop seem to be building some sort of a partnership now. I know we haven't won for a long time. They seem to be a bit solid there now. I think Haller would as a false 9. Yeah, exactly what I just said. In a 4-3-3 formation with 2 inside forwards are willing to get in behind. Exactly what I just said, Snazzy. So you definitely were listening, and I'm glad you agree. I'm glad someone agrees with me. And don't think I'm just the name of this show. All the gear, no idea. Yes. Having Big Fat Sam back would admit that we are set to go down, in my opinion. Yeah, it would admit. Yeah, I suppose you could say that. Instill a bit of panic. It's like you say, mate. If you're going to get Sam, Gillis, people like that, you're sort of accepting that you are going to go down. 3 changes. Zab at Masaraku and Sanchez in, and I'll shoot myself. That's a very, very funny comment, mate. If you want to join in, guys, again, DM me on Twitter. Get involved. Come on, you irons. Right, guys, like I say, I'm going to go right up until the starting lineup comes out at 2 o'clock, or if X releases it sort of 5-2, usually sometimes, then he release it about that time. If you just bear with me 2 seconds, guys, this laptop is going to die, so I need to plug it in. Just bear with me. And he's back. Right, here we go. Right, on Twitter, X says he's happy with the team today. So I believe it will be Haller, Fornals, Bowen in a flat back 4 formation. Let's hope so, Snazzy, mate. Let's hope so. If he plays 4 at the back and does exactly what you're saying there, mate, in terms of those is in, I'll be lot more confident going into the game than I would be with 5 at the back and none of those fast boys in. After Pellegrini, I have a hard time figuring out what kind of manager would fit us. I think any manager could go in there at the minute, mate, and with the board and 1,000 odd people there today, protesting against it, and good luck to them, and I'm totally behind it. I'm not there today. Whatever manager came in, listen, you could have Pep Guardiola in there, you have Pochettino in there, Mourinho, and they wouldn't be a success because they'd get backed for a year potentially. And then backstabbing starts, allegedly. I've got to be very, very careful what I say on these West Ham things when I dig them out now. No, and they start undermining him, start making their job impossible. They can't keep their mouth out in the media for too long, you know, and it turns poison. So, like I say, mate, I don't know what manager would fit there. I really don't. It's tough. It's tough. Yeah. And anyone who stand up to them, I say they would get dug out and their job made impossible. Hello, chaps. Late arrival here. DJ Blokey, if you just joined us and you're brave enough, DM me on Twitter. I'll send you the link, and I would love someone else to come on and have a chat with me. I really enjoyed chatting to Jamie a little while ago. It was nice to actually talk to a subscriber, you know, voice to voice, you know, actually put a voice to a comment. It's nice. So if anyone's brave enough, come on. DM Free Hammers on Twitter. Get yourself on. Bowen has to start today. Need penetrating runs and goals. I think he will score today as well. I tell you what, if he's starting, you've heard me say it now. Bang a fiver on him to score a goal today. If he starts, we'll be happy as long as we stick to 4 at back. Even if Moyes starts Bowen, funnels, etc. What happens if we are 1 up with 20 minutes to go and go 5 at the back and screw it up? I'd sack him straight after the game if he goes to 5 at the back, you know, from 1-0 up. You know, there's a difference to stealing your midfield up and totally changing your formation with 3 at the back. Defenders start becoming confused, who's marking who. And I think sometimes when you have 3 at the back, it becomes too crowded in there. And that is where, you know, clever player like Ings today and like Long will find space, because there will be that confusion of who's picking him up, who's the free man, who's the centre back that's going to be the free man. What websites are good for watching the games? Thanks. I'm not going to say what websites people watch games on, because you know, you get done for advertising the illegal streams, so I won't be doing that in here, but there are ways on the internet to find those streams. Did you guys see on Twitter videos are emerging of the protest, and there are tons of people there apparently in excess of around 5,000? Yeah, I just texted my mate, actually, my work mate, he's there, and he said, I'll give you the actual quote he said, because I said to him, how's the march going, mate? And he said, not sure, I would say at least 10,000. At least 10,000 a month. So that sounds great, does it? That sounds really, really good. So hopefully, you know, that you know, that's building around the Olympic Park now in the Olympic Stadium, because last time, like I say, what was there? About 2,500 last time, don't know. I'm just, if anyone's got anything, just let me know. I'm just gonna me if I go silent quickly, guys, because I keep checking it, you know, the updates of what the crowds look like. Honestly, some of the pictures are incredible, what is going on down there. But there are thousands in that greenway there. Absolutely thousands of people there. And it's all peaceful. It's peaceful. I've not seen any, you know. And there we go. Look, Dan said easily 4,000 where he is. Loads there, mate. Absolutely loads there. Amazing. Anti-ball board, there's at least 5,000. There we go. Look. This is a great video, this one. Look at that. Some great stuff out there on Twitter at the minute. So, guys, yourself on there, you know, retweet it or get out there, get it trending, get Gold Sullivan Brady out trending. I'm just going to look, see if it is trending actually. Not surprised me at all. Not quite trending yet. I think it will be at the end of the day. I think with Ings and Long, Southampton are almost sure to score at least one. Yeah, Shane Long loves scoring against us as well. Which Premier League striker doesn't? You know, and it always seems when a player is in form or even bad form, you know, you come down to West Ham, you get a free hit. You know, come and get your confidence back. Do you think the club trying to silence the protest and the growing unrest? It shows they're rattled for me. Bonzo. So every week, some of the best videos at the moment on YouTube, and he did a video about how they were censoring some of the pictures. Had any banners on from the Liverpool game. It just shows they're rattled. They'd be better off doing nothing. If they're better off, if they had just left it there. Now it shows, they may be rattled inside. By changing things, by trying to silence the media, just makes you more interested in what's going on. What's more are you trying to hide? What are you scared of? Like what are you scared of coming out in the media that's actually true? That's what I think, mate. The club media will say there is only 500. Yeah, probably, mate. If you have an Android device, then I'd recommend Vola Sports. Moose will say it was a minority of 850. I do love that people are taking him out. I have to say that I don't condone violence or anything like that, but I have to say I think it's very, very funny. For retweeting all the pictures and tagging him in them. Keep doing that, guys. Here we go. Some good news. Mark apparently says that X says that Bowen is playing. I'm just going to check that for us. Not that I don't believe you, Mark. I just wanted to check it myself. It's always good to see. So there we go. Bowen starts for the club. It is attacking change. So yeah, so Bowen starts, guys. There we go. It's a good news that we can celebrate. In 22 minutes' time, official lineup will come out and we'll know what the proper one is. Obviously, as if you are watching in the chat and you see X put out, when the West Ham way do their thing and they do the lineup when we know it's the official lineup, let me know. And obviously we can talk about it when it goes live. Seeing if there's much else going on here. And there's loads of stuff on Twitter about the march. Just absolutely amazing about what's going on down there. But yeah, so if Bowen does start, look, I did say if Bowen starts, I'd put 5 on him. So I will do that now, guys, live on the show. I will bang a 5 on him. Should I go first goal scorer or should I just go anytime? What do you think, guys? Let me know. Let me know. What do you think? Should I go first goal scorer or anytime? Yeah, so if Bowen does start, it's brilliant. We'll get to see him for hopefully longer than the 10 minutes that we've seen him for. Hopefully a full at least 75 minutes, to see what he's about. I'm hoping that Antonio is still in the team. And we'll find out in a few minutes' time. Yeah, hopefully. And gold. Moose will be stuffing his pace on the 3 pies and say there were 200. Great video from what's his name, Cannington Len, about Moose. If you haven't seen it, guys, go and check it out. It's a very, very, very funny video. Snaz, I would your comment up. Like I say, I do work in a school, and swearing stuff I can't put up. It obviously, I've got to censor that. Yeah, I will say what he said. He says Bowen is starting. Bowen starts, we go 1 up, and Moyes subs in for Masuaku, and we lose 5-1. We get good odds on that, mate. Why don't you put that on? On any time. News leaked. Bowen starting worries me that there's bad news about the lineup coming. I hope not. Bowen starting is brilliant news for me. I've been wanting to see him. Need to give him a go. We didn't sign him for nothing. Need goals, we need pace. He will certainly offer that. Just seeing if there's any other leak news at the minute, guys. Not much. It's a bit quiet at the minute. Obviously, this is the calm before the storm, before the lineup comes out. Morning, Joan. There's politeness in the chat. Love Cannington Len. Yeah, he's brilliant. To have him on the show one time. Wouldn't it be funny to have a cartoon character on the show? It'd be brilliant to get him on. Can't believe that you guys have sat here and watched me for an hour. I suppose it's nice to have a chat anyway. Any questions, guys? Any questions? Come on, throw some questions at me. Joan hopes that funnels start. Again, guys, if you want to come on the show, come on. We've had one guest on. We've had one person who's been brave. Is anyone else brave enough to come on and have a little chat? You know, it's your platform. I want to start giving some of the subscribers a chance to come and talk to us. Do you know what I mean? Nice to have some of you guys on. So, what else have we got here? Looking ahead, guys. Yeah, so we'll be this week, guys, with the podcast. If you do want to come and join the chat, so yeah, we're going to do it Thursday because I like doing it on a Thursday because then it's enough time after the game you've calmed down and you get ready for the next game. Funnel starts to apologise. Some very funny questions in that chat now. Where's the third Amadis? He's at the game. He's at the game today. He is there. For some reason, you know, he doesn't want to be part of the show anymore. You know, he's up a little bit. It's a shame because I just used to love his arguments with Paul. Wonder how many goals we'll need to win today. Be at least 3. Typical us. Hi, Emma. Hi, Neil. Nervous. I think they are, you know, through the chat today, they've sort of saying that they've been very, very nervous. I'm very, very nervous too. What's going to happen today? Very, very nervous. I'm just going to check, guys, what the score is in the early kickoff, if anyone can update me. 0-0 apparently. So that's a good result for us, that 0-0. In live table now. The live table. Where would that leave them? Just bear with me, guys. Checking the live table, see what sort of that impact would have. So if that game still stays 0-0, one that's going on at the minute, and Crystal Palace will go on to 34 points, and Brighton will be on 29. So they a little bit of a gap on us if we were to lose today. So we certainly. Hammers down under. Oui. Right, I'm just checking Twitter again because I did just get a little thing on my phone now. I'm still no one brave enough. I'm on. Brave. 9-9 for Palace to win. What would your thoughts be if we play well? He goes with an attacking team, with an intent. We lose by 1 goal. It's just unlucky. Yeah, and then, you know, at that point, you have to say we're not good enough. You just have to hold your hands up and say we're not good enough. We've just not been good enough this year, if that is the case. Hope that doesn't happen today. Yeah, if he goes attacking team, loads of intent, we lose by 1 goal. See, I think then you just literally have to hold your hands up and say we're not good enough. And just, you know, we're not going to get out of it. 2 seconds, guys. I'll just skip to 0-0 at the minute. Yeah, I'm a bit Joan. I'm slowly getting a bit more confident, especially now we know that when it's starting. 0-0, 58 minutes gone. Come on, Palace. Ooh, what is good news coming out? Oh, look how my face is changing gradually as this news is getting leaked by X. Thank you guys for keeping me updated because I can't keep checking Twitter every 2 minutes. Funnels is in as well, according to X. Oh, all this great news. I'm so nervous. Lucky Underpants is getting stinky. Who you think will beat Southampton today? With the leaks coming out of the starting lineup, Lee, I've got to say my confidence is a little bit higher than what it was at the beginning. You know, there was obviously if Bowen when he's starting now, we know that. Obviously, Moyes was playing a bit of mind games there. I think it's positive. It's positive stuff. Once I see the full lineup in 10-15 minutes time, I'll give you my full opinion on it. Like I say, I'm going to go with this show about 2:15. Obviously, you know, I've got to go and start getting stuff ready then for the game. think if we go with an attacking team and our individual errors, we'll win today. Yeah, lots of individual errors this year. That's a very good point. You know, the one reliable player has been for a couple of years, Fabianski. You know, of all the players to make an individual error the other night, it was him. You know, and it's just unfortunate. If we lose today, you think we're done? I think we've run out of time today if we lose. I think this confidence will be so drained out of us today if we were to lose today. By the looks of it, Anderson is one of the ones that have dropped. Very interesting. He didn't have the best of games the other night, to be fair. Yes, I'll be right back. I ain't seen that for years. Be right back. Gakia starts. More positive. So it's Allah has to be the third change. Guys, I'm really, really sorry. I know I just did it a minute ago, but it appears that I didn't plug my laptop in properly when I was charging it. I do apologise. There we go. I've done it properly this time. I plugged in my Mrs. Hairdryer. That's what it was. The hairdryer is certainly not going to keep the laptop going. What do you think we'd be if Pellegrini was still here? Would he have lifted the team, or would we be certain for relegation? This question came up in a podcast the other day, and I asked it to Paul, and I sort of didn't get a chance to answer it. For me, you know, towards the end, Pellegrini did turn into a bit of a dead man walking. I think the question more to ask yourself, Hammer, and any people watching now in the live stream, is where would we be if Fabianski wouldn't have got injured? Do you think, you know, Fabianski wouldn't have got injured, or if he would have put Martin in earlier instead of Roberto, would there have been more points on the board? No. I don't think Pellegrini could have, you know, foreseen Fabianski getting injured as badly as he did. So he's to blame for the Roberto signing. I think you've got to look at where Fabianski wouldn't have got injured. I don't think we'd be as low as we are. Again, I know Fabianski doesn't score goals. Yeah, for me, that's what I see. West Ham, some new ones in the chat. Nice to see. Yay and Gakia must be a back four. Hope so, Joe. We'll find out in literally 12 minutes. We need the air dry treatment. Yeah. Guys, if you've not subscribed, please do. I think we're 100 away now from 3,000, which would be amazing. You know, we've really kicked on since we've been back. You know, we've had some good guests on. We've had Ryan Archer on, Gio on, AM on from Knees Up My Brand, who've been doing some speeches at the March today. You know, we're looking to grow as a channel. You know, more of this stuff, live chats and stuff like that, and answer your questions. And now, like I say, today, first time ever, we've had you know, some subscriber on to come and talk to me, and that's what I want to do more of. So if you want to get involved, hit that subscribe button, drop us a DM on a tweet, and we'll try and get you on as well. Do you think Kevin Nolan coming in is going to help us? Touched on this a little bit earlier, but I will answer the question. You know, I'll answer as many questions as the subscribers put out there, because at the end of the day, it's your show, not my show. I think Kev, you know, he will go in there, and I think he's a good people person, Kev. I think he would know when someone needs to be shouted at, and I think he knows when he needs to go in there and put his arm around someone, say, "Look, come on, mate, you're." Yeah, he gives me the impression that he's a real good man manager. He's a sort of guy, you know, can be one of the lads. Then he can also be authoritarian. I know what I'm like in work. You know, the people that I work best for, people that I respect. You know, people that shout and moan. It's not me. You know, I don't respect those people. I respect the people where it's like, I will do my utter best because I don't want to disappoint you, because you are that good a person and that good a leader to me. So I'm hoping that Kev's got that sort of characteristic about him. Norwich won last night, only 3 points from 24th. Yep, true, mate. Talked about that right at the beginning of the show. True, look, Fabianski was such a huge miss, and especially at the beginning of the season. Yeah, and we looked all right, didn't we, at the beginning of the season? You know, we pulled a few good results together. You know, there's a lot of confidence around the team. Yeah, and it just literally, I still remember it really, really clearly when that injury happened. He kicked the ball. I think I texted my dad and I texted Paul at the same time. Said, "That's it. It's our season done." And rightly, it was right. You know, from that moment, it was a catalyst of everything going wrong. Roberto came in. Just you could see the defense confidence completely drained. You could see Pellegrini was completely drained. You could see the fans were like, "Oh my God!" And then as the games went on, no, every time a ball went into the box, there was like a, you know, oh my God. And then as the mistakes kept coming, it was getting worse and worse and worse. And the defense was getting more and more nervous and negative. So, yeah, Fabianski injury was massive. Nolan used to go toe-to-toe with Big Fat Sam during his playing days, so I would imagine he would make his feelings well known to Moyes. Yeah, and you hope so, you know. Love him or hate him, Roy Keane says, you know, team that won the treble, 50-60% of them didn't talk to each other, hated each other. You know? But it was a job to be done. You know? And when someone needed digging out, like I say, when someone needed an arm around them, did it. You know what I mean? So it hasn't got to be everyone getting on disagreements and being able to put ideas out there. You know, it can build positive things. KB. Okay, right. So team news will be out, guys, officially in literally a couple of minutes. I'm not going to go. So I'm not going to go with X unless X has put it out. Has he put it out yet? Officially. Here we go. Right. So you guys can see that. But a predicted lineup for today. That's the official lineup, obviously, because that's what X has been given. Is Fabianski, Cresswell, Noble, Rice, Bowen, Fornals, Antonio. I'm very excited by that lineup. I've got to say, I'm very excited by that lineup. Obviously, Ngaki are brilliant. He's been given a chance again against, I don't want to use the word lesser club, obviously against Liverpool, best team in the world. You know, you can only do as best as you can, and he's done brilliant both times. So to get a chance to get Southampton is brilliant. Diop, would have kept saying, great to see that Masuaku's not in now. Noble and Rice, you know, they sort of themselves because of the Soucek injury. When Fornals Antonio really excites me. That really, really excites me. That front three behind Haller. I think you might get a good performance out of Haller today. I really do. I think you might see a top performance from him today. Obviously, waiting for the bench come out because that's the only thing he doesn't say. The bench. And I know that Anderson will be on the bench. We'll be the official bench in a minute. So, did you see that Calieri scored a hat-trick? Yeah, and again, text Paul straight away. I went, there you go. Calieri, hat-trick against Wolves. For me, the West Ham Crystal Palace game earlier this season was a turning point. We were cruising in that game and threw it away. Yeah, that and the Brighton game a few weeks ago sticks out. Yeah, the Palace game, that one did that really did. Yeah, I seen that, Mark. Typical way. My GP said my smoking and drinking was bad for me. Then I told him he supported West Ham and he gave me a prescription for both. Probably some rip season ticket up, mate. Big lineup at last, few. Good looking lineup, I agree. Very good looking lineup. Neil, Anderson come on and finish them off. And lineup still worried about Moyes substitutions later on. We'll find out the subs officially in 3 minutes time. I've got 1:57 here, so 3 minutes we'll find out that. Like I say, I'm going to go to 1:15. If you've got any questions or any views or what are your predictions now, guys? Now you've seen the lineup, has that changed what you thought? You know, some of you were saying 2-1 win. Do you think even bigger win now, or has it changed you and you think you might lose? Do you think it's too attacking? these are just some things I'm throwing at you guys. It's not my opinion. Just throwing some ideas at you guys. What are your predictions now? I hope Masuaku isn't on the bench. I hope so too. In 2 minutes now, and we'll find out. In 2 minutes, we will know who is in that team today for the bench. But you've got to say positive from Moyes. I'm not a Moyes backer. I'm not a Moyes lover. I'm so bad. He's basically done the West Ham fans have been calling for with that lineup today. And I do believe if Souček was fit today, you wouldn't have Mark Noble in there either. I do believe that. I do strongly believe that. Crystal Palace beating Brighton at the moment. I see that as good for us at the moment. I'm just going to look what that says for the league table. Live league table, guys, and I'll flash it up for you as well. Bear 2 seconds. Jordan, are you, eh? And he scored the worldie against us. Right, so the live league table, guys, as it currently stands, is, bear with me. Okay, yeah, so Crystal Palace will go on to 34. Yeah, that does seem like that will be the better result for us, guys. I'm going for 3-2 to us. Best have scored. David Moyes or Carlos Sanchez. Carlos Sanchez can stay at the club but never ever play for us again. That means Moyes goes. Same back four is a relief. We need consistency. We could win and keep a clean sheet. That'd be nice as well, wouldn't it? How much confidence would that bring today if we can keep a clean sheet? Just like you say, a couple of people touched on it a little bit earlier on in the chat earlier. It's cutting them errors out today. It's cutting them errors out. He was just scored. Thanks, Brian. Thanks for everyone updating me in the live chat. Obviously, I can't check things at once. Souček is a massive loss. He is. Again, because it just gives Rice that little bit of freedom, and he's more mobile than Mark. Again, I keep digging Mark out. You know, we've got to be honest. I'm not digging him out. I'm being honest. Let's just say that I'm being honest. I'm not digging him out. Okay. So the lineup should be out any minute. I'm just constantly refreshing the West Ham Twitter page. Real professional show, this guy, isn't it? Got to rely on Twitter to update so we know who's on the bench. If anyone knows the Southampton lineup as well, guys, if you don't mind posting that in the chat, I would really appreciate that as well. We're going to go on Southampton's Twitter page now. So Southampton lineup is like this. A lot of up there. So this is Southampton's lineup. Let's look at Southampton's. Oh, bear with me. So Alex McCarthy in goal. James Ward-Prowse, Stevens, Amber Redknapp, Ryan Bertrand, Højbjerg, Smallbone. That sounds so rude. Buffon, Armstrong, Long, and Obafemi. Things on, guys. Shea Ebbings, Kyle Walker-Peters, Romelu, Fanavinis, Ings on the bench. Obafemi's a good little player as well. He's pacey. Like I say, Shane Long loves scoring against us. Buffon is a good player. Yeah, interesting lineup from them. Again, if you go on to Southampton page, you know, there's a lot of people that are upset. Ings is on the bench, so interesting stuff. For us guys, I'm just going to go back on ours because if anyone hasn't got access to it, better. I know obviously not everyone can see the lineups as quickly as we all do here. So we've seen the lineup, and just to show you guys again. So Fabianski in goal, Ngaki a right back, yep, and make up the centre backs. Cresswell left back, Rice Noble in the centre midfield. Forming a three behind Haller is Funnels, Win, and Haller, and Antonio with Haller up top. The subs today: Randolph, Zabaleta, Buena, Masuaku, Snoddy, Lanzini, Felipe Anderson. So I am very, very happy with that lineup. I've got to say, very, very happy. I've just had a text from Lee there, the third hammer. He just said, a fan of that lineup. There you go. If you don't believe me, fan of that lineup. He just said, okay, back in the comments. Masuaku is on the bench. Hopefully Masuaku is there to stop the bench floating away. Doesn't get on the pitch. I hope. Really, really hope not. Guys, if any of you want to join in, got a few more minutes to come on the show. If you want to come on the show, what you have to do is DM me like Jamie Gill did. Look, he did it. Jamie Gill DM me, sent him the link, and he came on the show. So if you want to come on and talk about West Ham for a few minutes, please do. Ono Masuaku, Kiss of Death. A good time for Noble to put in another Bournemouth-like performance. Yeah, we need Noble to do one of his Pirlo-like performances today. Ings is a sub. Yeah, I know. Very interesting. Feel more confident now. Noble to score a penalty. So VAR doesn't. It's just, I hate VAR. It's definitely got its problems, hasn't it, mate, this year? But yeah, Ings on the bench. Interesting one. Let's hope, we're sort of well won the game by the time he comes on. And he's not coming on with them having a chance to get back in the game. Let's hope so. Their lineup, Obafemi's a good player, Long is a good player, Ward Price is a good player. Not having Ings from the start, we've got to get at him early now. If Moyes would have seen that lineup, he's that talk now in that dressing room has got to be, look, Ings ain't on. We need to get this game won before he comes on, and we'll have a chance of coming out of this game with something today. Antonio wide or Bowen wide? I think it's going to be Antonio and wide. So going on the right, Antonio on the left, or vice versa, and then Funnell's just behind Haller. I think we're going to have some gambling runners today, which we've all been calling for. Must be injured. Bowen, I reckon, with Antonio on the left. Yeah, and they probably will be, alternating. Confuse their fullbacks. Give them something different to think about throughout the match. Which I'm always a big fan of alternating wingers, so that can play both sides and just gives something different. So my mate here who's at the game, he said, I just saw a couple of fans were not allowed in due to their GSB out shirts. Here you go. So apparently they're stopping some people from getting in because of that. It's going to go down well. Hear that now? Yeah, that's not at all. Look at this. Look at that. That is thousands of people there. And look at that. Thousands. Amazing, guys. Amazing. Brilliant turnout. Right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up there unless you've got anything else you want to say in the chat now. I've been going for an hour and 20 minutes, guys. The most I've ever gone by myself. Who takes the set piece today? Oh, please not Mark Noble corners. Oh my God, please. Maybe Fornals. Will take them. Cresswell's got a good left foot set pieces as well. Cresswell take the corners today. Is Ward Price fullback again today? Reading through the Southampton comments on their starting lineup, that they seem to think that he may be fullback as well. So yeah, maybe that's something we can get. But yeah, he is a good player. As well, possibly amazing. Yeah, Brian, he is a quality player. I like him. I've liked Ward Price a long time. He's got he could take a free kick a bit up. That sort of same sort of style free kick that can to take, that sort of side run up, real swinging foot. He's a good player. We don't want to be giving any set piece away actually, because he has got real quality from set pieces. Ward Price today. Bragging Luke. Anything else, guys? Anything else you guys want to talk about before I go? I'm just gonna. Wise, this would be like a cup final, a real lift. Yeah, talking of cup finals, Villa versus Manchester City tomorrow. That's another game we can all watch and enjoy. Without the horrors of nervousness of West Ham. Interesting. If Villa were to win that, whether it would have an adverse effect. Whether it's like, oh, we've won that now. Worry about league. If they lose it heavily, that really killed their season. So yeah, maybe should be planning for a heavy Man City win tomorrow. Come on, your minds. Two of our wins this season came when Antonio and Haller were both on the same pitch at the same time. Watford and Southampton away. I seem to remember they linked up. Yes, because Haller needs willing runners. And if Antonio and Bowen are both offering willing runners, he seems to be a bit more engaged. He seems to feel that he gets that ball tight and lay it off and know someone's there. Where if he hasn't got willing runners, his game, 50% of his game's gone. Thank you for doing the live stream and sharing the team news, Luke. It's a pleasure, absolute pleasure. Cheers, Luke. 3-0, come on your irons. And good show, Luke. Cheers, come on your irons. Right, guys, enjoy the game. Let's hope we come out with something positive today. One of my famous videos was West Ham Southampton, the one that got all the funny responses. There's a video of me where I go, I can't take it anymore. I don't know whether you guys remember that video. Go back and look. There's this. It went quite popular on Twitter for a little while. It's one of the longest sites in West Ham YouTube, I think. Let's hope I'm not doing that today. Let's hope I'm coming on here going, yes, come on, 3 points. We can start believing, like our tagline is for this channel. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in for an hour and 24 minutes I've been going on. Absolute pleasure to have Jamie Gill on as well. If you guys want to join me one time, I say all you got to do is join the live stream, PM us, get you on. So just a couple more here. If we can win today and the other results go away, then that's going to be a huge boost following the Liverpool performance. Yes, Brian, great point and great show again. Thank you guys for all the positive comments. Really, really love it. There are some horrible trolls out there. We don't seem to get many on this channel, which is a bonus. You guys are all lovely, and we talk with respect. We can have opinions that agree and opinions that disagree, and that is what's good about football, and that's what's great about us West Ham fans. Until then, guys, enjoy the game. Come on, you irons. Keep believing us. Bloody do this today. Do it.